Alexandra Hackett, also known as Miniswoosh, and I'm a menswear designer from Australia, but I currently live and work in London. The color palette was taken off a receipt that you get. If you've worked in retail, you'd know when the till roll comes to an end, there becomes a pink line that shows up to tell you that you should change the till roll before printing the next receipt, which is where I came up with the color palette. The shoe was designed to come with 3 different colors of laces, so the black, white, and then the pink. So you could put the pink in to kind of reference when the receipt had come to an end. It was actually my friend who came up with the name. So I was working one day in the sneaker store I used to work in, and we were looking at different Nike models. There were no customers in the store. He was like, what's your favorite part of this, like any shoe? And I was like, it has to be like the tiny swoosh, like the mini swoosh. Like that's my favorite element of any shoe. Like I don't really think a shoe is complete without a mini swoosh. I mean, there's a mini swoosh on the 270. Like it's always my favorite part. The handle wasn't taken on Instagram, so I just took it myself. From a very early age. Like I got given a sewing machine when I was like 12 or 13. I was like so eager to get started. I was like looking at fabrics around the house and like what I could make stuff out of. So I've got all these like clothing made from curtains and like anything I could find around the house that my parents were okay with me using. I mean, like way back it would have been like this like shift dress, and it was made out of this like horrific curtains that my parents were never going to use in the house, and they were like, you can just use this. It was like beautiful like silk, but it was a bit ugly. Yeah, everything. So I'm wearing cargo trousers and a bomber jacket. They're made from deconstructed Nike duffel bags. So I completely take apart an entire duffel bag, lay out all the elements, and then see how I can apply them to a new shape. And then my top's made from socks. It's like 3 pairs of socks, I think. Yeah, I'm really interested in expanding the lifespan of a product. It may not be traditionally associated with like fashion, but anything that you use, and there comes a time when you're going to throw it out or you're going to give it away or something, and instead of doing that process and perhaps like adding to landfill, I love the idea of being able to create something new out of it, so you're expanding its lifespan. I don't really have that sort of traditional story of, I was, a kid and I got given my first pair of Nikes. I didn't really have that upbringing. My interest has always been in like the design side. And like that's why I love Nike so much. It's like its logos, its ethos, its advertising campaigns, that whole side of it, rather than the growing up with it. The first trainer that I was really interested in was when I was working at a Nike factory store, and they had like a pair of like white TNs with like a pink like detailing on them. And like 5 or so years ago, like TNs weren't the thing to wear. Like they were kind of seen as like socially taboo, especially in Australia. And so I didn't buy them because everyone said, no, you can't wear them, you can't wear them. And it's like the biggest regret. And like I think that's why I have such an affinity towards like the Air Max Plus. I mean, I love Air Max. Like I love the whole technology behind it. I love its heritage and how important it is to Nike history. And I love how it can be turned into something new and fresh and modern every year. Like Nike somehow finds a way to like reuse like this technology from like quite a long time ago and make it something like new. I mean, I hope. It's gonna like lay low for a while and then hopefully they're like, surprise, we made it.